Hey, don't get in the way of your superiors, you bottom feeder.
What are you doing? Yokojima, you shouldn't be interfering with work.
At the recent shareholders meeting, it was decided that the president will be replaced as of today. This is the new president.
Huh?
Good morning. My name is Kaito Kondo, and I'm 35 years old, working as a cleaner for Lovekoi. I was taught that greetings are the basis of being a working adult, but since I started working here, I can count on one hand the number of times someone's responded. That's why I naturally remember the people who do greet me.
Good morning, Kondo.
Good morning. Yuri Saito is at the top of the list of people who greet me every day.
Let's both be careful about heat stroke.
As I waved goodbye to her, I psyched myself up for another day of hard work. As I was about to check my next task, I heard a loud click of the tongue from behind and quickly turned around.
Hey, don't get in the way of your superiors, you bottom feeder.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Don't you get in the way of a busy, talented guy like me.
Then I heard a familiar, dignified voice from behind the man.
What are you doing? Yokojima, you shouldn't be interfering with work.
Yuri, no, it's more like he got in my way when I'm so busy.
Huh? Oh, it's Kondo.
You know each other?
He greets me cheerfully every morning. His greetings are so energizing, they're my little secret pleasure.
What the heck? This guy being friendly with Yuri. I don't approve.
I don't particularly care about being approved of by Yokojima. More than that, I was happy to hear what Yuri said. I also look forward to greeting Yuri.
More importantly, Yokojima, the hallway doesn't belong to anyone, and it's rude to interrupt him while he's cleaning.
But I'm the son of the parent company's director, and he should have acknowledged me before just walking in front of me, right?
Status doesn't matter, and he doesn't need anyone's permission to clean.
The sight of her boldly stating the truth to her superior was very appealing to me.
I'm sorry, Kondo. I interrupted your work.
I'm the one who seemed to be in your way, so I apologize.
No, I was the one interrupting the cleaning, so you don't need to apologize, Kondo. Now then, if you'll excuse me, let's go, Yokojima.
I thought I could do a good job with her as I went back to my own work. And a few days after that conversation, I ran into Yokojima again. Excuse me, but I'm cleaning, so please be careful of your footing or use another area.
You're so slow. Don't make us wait.
I just started, so the floor will be wet for a while. I sincerely apologize.
Hey, that's not enough sincerity, is it?
Huh? Yokojima, what's going on?
Oh, nothing.
He started to try and cover it up, so I honestly explained the situation.
It was just bad timing, wasn't it? You shouldn't blame the cleaning staff for that, Yokojima.
Oh, come on, Yuri. It was just a little joke.
I was relieved to see Yokojima run away, and I turned to face her. Thank you, Yuri.
Oh, no. It seems like I was just in the right place at the right time. Are you okay?
Yes, well, is Yokojima always like that?
Yes, he is. It's really troublesome, isn't it?
I couldn't leave Yuri, her expression slightly clouded, alone. If you'd like, could I treat you as a thank you for helping me the other day and today? And so, at lunchtime, I took her to the cafeteria. I'd like to treat you, since you helped me out before too.
Well, if you insist. Thank you.
I was thinking Yuri probably wanted to talk about something, but I was struggling with how to start. Then...
I'm sorry if I made you worry. You invited me because you thought I was worried about Yokojima, right?
Yuri began to speak slowly. I heard that Yuri originally wanted to work in sales, and a few months ago, she was finally assigned to the sales department. However, Yokojima, who's her mentor, causes trouble whenever he feels like it, making it impossible to get any work done. That sounds tough.
It's not just me, but everyone else is inconvenienced by Yokojima's messes. But since he's the son of the parent company's director, no one can really say anything to him.
It seems she's having a hard time, as there are many things she can't say due to his position as a superior and his power. Also, Yuri has apparently asked her boss several times to change her mentor. However...
It's best to learn from a superior as talented as Yokojima. Manager Tateno, don't you agree?
Yes, Director Oki. Besides, the two of them get along well, so I'm sure Yuri finds it easy to work with him.
She said that Director Oki and Manager Tateno of the sales department wouldn't approve the change no matter what she said. She said that because it was the boss's policy, the other senior staff couldn't do anything about it either. Oh, is Yokojima such a talented person?
Yes, I feel like he's exceptionally good when it comes to sales performance and evaluations. However, I'm often with Yokojima, but I rarely see him working. I think the other senior staff with lower evaluations are working much harder. Well, maybe Yokojima is working when I'm not aware of it.
I see.
I finally got into the sales department, but I feel like I won't be able to grow at all at this rate. On top of that, I've heard rumors that Love and Koi's performance is declining. I'm afraid that I might not be able to do any sales-like work before the company suddenly goes bankrupt.
She's having trouble with work due to the influence of her boss as a mentor, and she's hearing rumors that the company might be in trouble. It's no wonder she's feeling negative. Certainly, you may not be able to do anything about the company's performance on your own, Yuri. But there's still a lot you can do. For example, you can use Yokojima's troubles as a lesson in what not to do. And from there, you can think about what could have been done to prevent the trouble. Depending on the situation, it might be good to consult with the other senior staff or colleagues about preventative measures.
I see. You're right. It's too early to give up. I don't know what I can do, but I'll try one thing at a time.
That's good. I think that's one of your strengths, Yuri, not giving in to the current situation and doing your best. I've seen a lot of workplaces, and I get the impression that people like you are ones who rise to the top. I'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
A few weeks later, Yuri was living up to her word and trying various things. She was being tossed around by the troublemaker Yokojima, but she searched for preventative measures and solutions. By managing Yokojima skillfully little by little, the troubles gradually decreased.
Recently, I've started to feel like I'm doing more sales-like work. It's all thanks to you, Kanto. Thank you.
No, it's all thanks to your efforts, Yuri. After parting with Yuri, I carefully observed the sales department while cleaning. Then...
Hey, you cleaner! Don't get in the way of the employees!
My deepest apologies. Yokojima complained, and I stepped aside and bowed my head.
And besides, it's presumptuous for a lowlife like you to get so friendly with cute Yuri. She's only a good match for someone as respectable and capable as me.
Yokojima made a big deal about his status, but I remember him being a regular employee. It's fine to be jealous, but you should listen to her opinions properly.
Huh? Are you saying Yuri dislikes me? Don't you dare talk down to me! This guy, I'll definitely get rid of him!
A few days later, on my way home, I received a phone call from the cleaning company and my eyes widened. What? No way.
What? You're leaving at the end of this week?
A few days after the phone call from the cleaning company, my time as a cleaner at this company was coming to an end, and I reported it to Yuri. Seeing her downcast face, I felt a surge of guilt. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner, and that it's so sudden. Even if we can't meet, I'll always be cheering you on, Yuri.
Yes.
What's wrong? Yuri, you don't seem very energetic.
A few days after I stopped visiting Lovekoi, Yokojima spoke to Yuri with a gleeful expression.
Yokojima?
Is it possible that you're depressed because that cleaner isn't coming anymore? You should just forget about that guy. He was only ever getting in the way of work anyway.
That's not true. Kondo supported me a lot.
Come on. There's no point in worrying about someone who's gone. More importantly, my dad introduced me to a good restaurant, so let's go, okay?
No, thank you.
You're so cold, Yuri. Well, I guess I'll just take my time to win you over. Tateno got rid of that annoying cleaner for me, so I have plenty of time.
A few days later, before the morning meeting, Yokojima was smirking to himself.
It's so refreshing not having that cleaner around. Power is meant to be used after all. It pisses me off that Yuri seems to be down because of him, though. But this is my chance to cheer her up and show her what a good guy I am, isn't it?
Yokojima was practically oozing with a malicious aura. But after the morning meeting started, he froze in surprise because...
At the recent shareholders meeting, it was decided that the president will be replaced as of today. This is the new president.
Hello.
Huh?
I was introduced as the new president, even though I was supposed to be a cleaner.
Kondo was originally a highly skilled management consultant, and he also worked freelance to save even more companies. In order to improve Love & Koi's performance, he was invited by the previous president to become the new president.
Huh? I was venting my frustrations to such an amazing person.
President Kondo, would you please say a few words as president?
Yes. As some of you may know, I've been working as a cleaner here recently, and have seen various departments. I believe the cleaners are the most knowledgeable about the company. Therefore, I asked the previous president to let me come in as a cleaner first this time as well. And I thought the sales department in particular needed quite a bit of fixing, so I came to greet you today.
President Kondo, what do you mean by needs fixing?
Oh, you should know, Director Oki. You, Manager Tateno, and Yokojima conspired to let Yokojima do whatever he wanted in the sales department. And you did it by brandishing the power of Yokojima's father.
What?
I ignored the three wide-eyed, speechless men and continued. First, Manager Tateno, you complained to the cleaning company that I was interfering with your work, didn't you?
No, I was just stating the facts.
I was cleaning within the rules agreed upon between this company and the cleaning company. You can confirm this by checking the security cameras installed in the sales department. Nevertheless, the complaint you filed stated that I was doing things outside the scope of the rules. When I received a call from the cleaning company about this, even I was surprised. I'll be frank, you were told by Yokojima to get rid of me, and you complied, didn't you? That's right, Yokojima put pressure on Tateno to get me out of this company. When I stopped coming to the company, Yokojima probably thought his plan had worked. But in reality, my contract with the cleaning company had simply expired, and the complaint had nothing to do with it.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't ask for anything like that.
I'll hear Yokojima's side of the story later. Now then, I heard this from Yuri. Director Oki and Manager Tateno, you ignored Yuri's repeated request to change your mentor. Why is that?
Why, you ask? We paired her with Yokojima because he's talented.
That's right. Yuri and Yokojima get along well.
Oh? Despite that, Yuri's sales department didn't improve at all, and she seemed to be suffering, didn't she? Before talking about performance or compatibility, isn't it the job of management to support employees in improving the quality of their work? Oh, and Yuri's recent efforts are entirely her own achievement, so please don't bring that up here. The grades and compatibility were just pretenses, and Yokoshima simply liked Yuri. So there's no doubt that he instructed you to manipulate the situation so that you wouldn't be removed from your training position. Director Oki and Manager Tateno were unable to refute and remained silent. I could see Yokojima, his face red with anger, in my peripheral vision, but I ignored him and continued. Now, this is the last thing. Director Oki and Manager Tateno, you fraudulently reported Yokojima's performance and evaluations as higher than they were, correct?
That's not true. We haven't done anything fraudulent. I've heard from Tateno that Yokojima is a very talented and excellent employee.
Yes, Yokojima's sales performance was truly amazing and remarkable.
Good. Keep saying that and back me up.
That's impossible, because I've talked to the employees of the sales department and the clients.
What?
I checked with the clients and confirmed it. I've confirmed that the contracts Yokojima was reported to have acquired were actually the achievements of other employees. This goes beyond the scope of what can be dealt with by work regulations. It's simply a criminal act. Doesn't this company pay performance-based bonuses based on sales performance? The company can sue for fraud and embezzlement for fraudulent paying Yokojima a bonus. Also, Oki and Tateno, you fraudulently alter the contents of the performance evaluation forms. This is forgery of private documents and a breach of trust. The three of them, Yokojima and the others, were trembling at my accusations. Amidst all this, Director Oki suddenly looked up. I tilted my head slightly at his expression, as if he had found a way out.
It was all Tatano's scheme. I didn't know anything about it. She probably thought that if she curried favor with Yokojima, she would get ahead. I was just deceived by her words and believed them.
That's right. I don't remember ordering anything. It was something that she did on her own. I'm not to blame at all.
How awful! You're saying I'm the only bad guy?
Shut up. Anyway, Yokojima and I are victims. Of course, I will accept punishment as a manager, but the only criminal here is her. I'm sure I'll be demoted, but if I curry favor with Yokojima like this, I'm sure my position will be restored eventually.
I see. If you're gonna play dumb, then I have no choice. Then I'll let you hear the definitive evidence. Saying that, I took out a voice recorder. This is a recording of the audio in the conference room.
Recording?
There are security cameras, but they don't record audio. So with the permission of the previous president, I installed voice recorders in several places in the company. Director Oki and Yokojima were shocked. It seems they were relieved to have successfully entered the blind spot of the camera, but I ignored them and played the voice recorder.
Thanks, Tatano, for getting rid of that cleaner.
It was nothing.
More importantly, we went to the trouble of fraudulently raising your performance and evaluations and keeping you as Yuri's mentor. I'd be in trouble if the compensation wasn't worth it.
I know. I'll ask my dad to give you guys good positions. Until then, just keep working for me.
Scum.
Yuri's voice echoed in the now silent sales department after the audio playback ended.
You're the worst. I went out of my way to request a transfer because I wanted to do sales work, but I couldn't learn anything. It was awful. And you caused trouble for the company and other employees for your own selfish desires.
Yeah, Yuri? I was acting in Yuri's best interest, you know? I really like Yuri. I was even thinking I might marry you. I mean, if I'm around, neither the manager nor the director can complain, so it'll be easier for Yuri to work in the sales department, right? Marrying the son of a director like me will lead to Yuri's happiness, you know? So let's try dating, okay? And then let's get married, okay?
Huh? That's gross. Besides, I have someone I like, so I can't go out with you.
What?
Please, leave me alone. I can be happy even without someone like you around.
Yokojima was so shocked by Yuri's words that he hung his head for a while, but...
You became the new president and ruined all my plans. I can get rid of a guy like you just by telling my dad.
His eyes filled with hatred, Yokojima glared at me.
My dad is a director of the parent company. If I ask him, he can kick you out anytime, and he can even cover up criminal acts.
I see. That's quite different from what I heard from your father.
Huh?
Actually, I had the opportunity to speak with your father. That's right. Before the announcement of my appointment as president, I visited the parent company. Your father was very distressed that you were behaving so freely in this company. He also said that I should not hesitate to report any criminal acts.
Well, that can't be.
If you don't believe me, why don't you ask your father yourself? Well, asking him would only confirm what I said. Having said all this, Yokojima finally seemed to believe me, and he fell to his knees.
What the? I thought he was the son of a powerful man, so I tried to get on his good side, but he's just a useless guy.
That's right. I shouldn't have gotten involved with you. My life is ruined because of you.
What did you say? You came crawling to me on your own accord. Do you have any right to criticize me?
It's all because you said you'd fire me if I didn't listen to you.
Raising such a spoiled brat, I want to complain to your father too.
Enough is enough! Do you realize how many people you've inconvenienced with your selfish actions? It's not about being a cleaner or an employee. Look at them as people. I, Yuri, and the employees of the sales department all have our own lives. You'll be held responsible for ruining them. To my words, they could only hang their heads. And with that, my first job as president was finished. After that, Yokojima was forced to bow his head by his father. By the way, his father decided to resign as a director to take responsibility.
Damn it, where did my life go wrong?
And Yokojima, Director Oki, and Manager Tatano were arrested for various crimes. They were also fired from Love Koi, and Yokojima was disowned by his parents. Director Oki's wife left him. They looked down on the people around them and tried to rise to the top using power. They'll now face the consequences of not growing on their own. Meanwhile, Yuri and I were walking home together.
Even so, to think you were the president, I'm still surprised that we're together like this.
I had to keep it a secret, but now I can tell you. Yuri, I like that you're sincere with everyone. Will you go out with me?
What? Are you sure? I've liked you ever since that first lunch we had. Yes, please.
By treating others with sincerity, people can gain the bond of trust. This is surely one of the things that cannot be exchanged for status or money. But people tend to forget to be considerate of those closest to them. That's why I want to be more conscious of this from now on, and treat my employees and my lover with sincerity.
Huh? What do you mean you did it?
It wasn't cheating. It was an accident.
My place. You idiot. You were about to freeze to death sleeping on the street. It may be spring, but still.
I, Kyohei Itomura, have 2 drinking buddies I've been hanging out with since college. Yo, Kyohei, your seminar's done by now, right? Showing up to the lab was my best friend, Hideaki Sono. Right behind him, waving, was my girlfriend, Chie Tsurumaki.
Let's go drinking once you're done.
Yeah, just give me a bit. We're still discussing the freshman welcome event for the seminar. Come on, it's gotta be a drinking party. What else?
A proposal from the same idiots who showed up late to the seminar orientation with a hangover? You 3 never change, huh?
I heard a sharp tongue click and jeering from behind me. That was Yoshitaka, a fellow member of the freshman welcome committee. Yeah, back then, Chie and Hideaki had initially wanted to join the same seminar as me. But after arriving late to the seminar orientation in our second year, they made a bad impression on the professor and weren't accepted when the third year seminar selections came around.
We really overdid it that time, huh?
Yeah, we messed up. Lucky for you, Kyohei, you didn't get lumped in with us. Since then, you 2 stopped drinking together. At least you've shown some restraint, huh? Years passed, and now I was 24, my birthday. Since Chie was throwing a birthday party for me, I headed straight to her place after work. Thanks, you 2, and the gift. I'll treasure it. Ha! Glad you liked it. But, Kyohei, there's something we need to tell you. Huh? Why so serious all of a sudden? We did it. Huh? What do you mean you did it? We got drunk and slept together once.
I didn't want to lie to you.
What? What?
It wasn't cheating. It was an accident.
Yeah, man. There's 0 romantic feelings between us. It finally hit me. What the heck? How did this even happen? My head spun violently, but I forced myself to stay steady. You know how bad our drinking habits are, right?
I'm really sorry. If you want, you can cheat on me once too.
Look, we've been careful ever since. We haven't gone drinking alone together. It clicked. It happened during the second semester of our second year, the night before they showed up late to the seminar orientation. How many years had it been since then? All this time without a word, they had been smiling beside me like nothing happened. Ugh.
We swear, nothing like this will ever happen again.
Their desperate pleas weren't lies. I could tell they were genuinely sorry. But you do realize today's my birthday, right? And this is what you do to me? I'm leaving. I turned my back on Hideaki and Chie, suppressing my fury. The 2 panic and try to stop me.
Wait, Kyohei!
but ignoring their shouts, I walked out of Chie's apartment. One more lemon heart, please. I don't remember much after that. I just wanted to drown myself in strong liquor. That I recall in fragments.
Just one more.
All right, but this is the last one.
And then, with a strangely clear head, I left the bar. That much I remember. When I came to,
He's up.
where is this?
My place. You idiot. You were about to freeze to death sleeping on the street. It may be spring, but still.
Nagahama? You saved me?
Couldn't have you dying on me. That'd leave a bad taste in my mouth.
An unfamiliar home. The person who had helped me was none other than a former college classmate who always seemed to have a bone to pick with me.
Yeah, right. You were this close to calling an ambulance.
Shut up. I just figured the paramedics could handle it better.
I see. Thanks. I owe you one.
Mimey, bring him some water.
On it.
Mimey, huh? So, this guy has a little sister.
So, what happened?
Huh?
Out of the three idiots, you were always the most level-headed. You never drank yourself into a stupor like this.
Nagahama's words dragged me back to our college days. He always called us the three idiots and shook his head at our antics.
Did you get into it with those two?
Why?
Your phone was ringing all night.
Snapping out of it, I glanced at my phone. Dozens of missed calls from both of them. Ugh. A wave of nausea hit me.
Here, use this if you're gonna puke.
I emptied my stomach before finally calming down a little.
So, what really happened?
Chie and Hideaki cheated on me. Once, 4 years ago when they were drunk. Today's my birthday, and out of nowhere they just confessed. Nagahama and I were never particularly close in college. I hesitated, wondering if it was right to burden him with this. But after everything he had done for me, the words just poured out.
So, what are you gonna do? Judging by the calls, those two still want to stay buddies, huh?
I stared at the phone, its screen still lighting up with new calls and messages. After a moment, I blocked both their numbers.
Yeah, blocking them makes sense, but that won't be enough. What if they show up at your place?
Chie has a spare key.
Real solid planning, genius.
Then why not stay here for a while?
Huh? I never said I'd take care of him to that extent.
So what? You're just gonna throw him out? Even though he's in trouble?
Oh, what about you then?
Nagahama groaned and turned to face me. Maybe he's weak against his little sister. Well, to be honest, it'd really help if I could stay for a bit. But I can't impose too much, so I'll look for a hotel or a weekly rental.
But if you leave him alone in his current state, he might collapse somewhere again, right? Wouldn't that bother you later, big brother?
A long, deep sigh, and then...
Fine, stay over.
Are you sure?
Like I have a choice. It's for my own peace of mind.
The hangover wasn't that bad, and I left Nagahama's place in good health for work. Luckily, I had everything I needed in my bag. Chie and Hideaki knew where I worked, so my only concern was running into them. But they had jobs too. There wasn't much chance of crossing paths on a weekday. I'm home.
Welcome back! Dinner? A bath? Or maybe... me?
You're way too excited.
How mean!
So, they didn't show up at your office?
A few days later, I had completely settled into life at the Nagahama house. Tonight, the three of us were gathered around a meal Maimi had made. Yesterday, I cooked, and Nagahama, despite his usual attitude, had reluctantly complimented it. Yeah, morning and evening, no sign of them.
I see. But you can't keep avoiding them forever, right?
Yeah, I know. Look, I get it. I know I'm just running away. At some point, I have to tell them directly that it's over.
So, you were set on cutting ties? I thought you were still torn about it.
Huh, no way. For all I know, that wasn't the only time they did it. And they acted like nothing was wrong for 4 whole years, together. Then they chose my birthday to drop this on me? You'd have to be insane.
Yeah, well, when you trust someone, a single betrayal can make it impossible to trust them ever again. It's not as serious as your case, but I was betrayed by a longtime friend in my first year of college. I used to talk to her about my crush, but turns out she liked the same guy. And without telling me, she went and became his girlfriend. Love is free, sure. But why keep it from me? Why listen to my worries and even give me advice? In the end, I cut ties with her. She told me she was afraid of losing my friendship, but really she was just protecting herself, wasn't she? If she actually cared about me, she never would have done it.
I completely agree with Maimi. Those two are the same as her ex-friend. They told me the truth to ease their own guilt. They wanted me to forgive them so they could feel better. If they really wanted to stay close to me, they should have kept it buried forever. You're strong, Maimi. That must have been rough, but you got through it.
Well, it's been 2 years now. Though back then I did cry a lot. But I was lucky, you know. A total stranger handed me a canned coffee without a word. That little act of kindness really helped me move on. I didn't even have to talk to my big brother about it.
Huh. What's that supposed to mean?
I gotta say, I never thought you'd actually be so serious about helping me through this. Back in college, I was sure you hated me.
I still do. You were always the top student in our seminar. I couldn't stand how you aced everything even though you were always out drinking. But our seminar wasn't so easy that anyone could just coast through it.
Jeez, you're still so bad at being honest.
Shut up.
You too, thanks. You helped me make up my mind. I unblocked my ex-girlfriend and former best friend.
If it gets tough, call me. I might help.
Me too. Big brother's unreliable, so call me first.
Oi, Maimi, you picking a fight? 'Cause I'll take you on.
I wouldn't be smiling now if it weren't for these two. Time to end this. I need to find a new place to live. As they argue, I open our old group chat for the first time in a while and send a message. Let's talk things over. The next day, I returned home. I needed to get started on moving out. Kyohei. To my shock, Hideaki was waiting in front of my building. What are you doing here? We were supposed to talk in the evening. I was worried, man. I've been waiting here every day. Where the hell were you? Considering everything, I almost went to the police. Ah. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I get why they'd be paranoid that I might have done something drastic. That part, at least, is my bad. I still want to be friends with you. Chie's been waiting at home all this time. I know it's early, but can I come in? He was probably about to say, can I come in? But then he froze. Until now, his entire focus had been on me. Nagahama?
Finally noticed, huh? Took you long enough.
It was the weekend, and I needed help with moving, so they came along. I've been staying at Nagahama's place. Really? That's unexpected. Nagahama, didn't you hate us?
I don't hate Itomura. The guy works hard and isn't a bad person.
Huh? Hearing those unexpected words, I reflexively turned my head toward Nagahama with a sharp motion. But before I could even look at his face, he grabbed my cheek with a firm grip. It hurt.
Itomura, quit making those disgusting noises. Shut up, you piece of...
You two sure got close.
Right? Big Brother actually likes Itomura-san a lot.
Oi, don't make up crap. But yeah, at the very least, I'm definitely closer to him than you are. Right, ex-best friend?
Gritting his teeth, Hideaki clenched his jaw at those words. The air grew tense, and then...
Kyohei!
She must have seen us from inside. Without even putting on a coat, she rushed out, her eyes puffy from crying. But her face looked pale. She must have been waiting without turning on the heater. That apartment was mine. Even when we were dating, Chie had always been oddly particular about those boundaries.
Kyohei! Thank God! You're really okay!
She ran up to me, tears in her eyes. Being so small, she tried to throw herself into my arms. But... Don't touch me!
Huh?
My body rejected her before I could even think. I immediately took a step back, putting distance between us.
Sorry. I just felt so relieved to see you safe. I was happy. So, Nagahama-kun, why are you here too? This isn't about the talk we planned, is it?
As she spoke, I noticed that Chie kept glancing at Maimi. Just in case, I subtly positioned myself to shield her from harm. I came to pack. Pack? I'm moving out. You two know where this place is, and more than that, we spent way too much time here together. I don't want to live in a place like that anymore. Though honestly, I wasn't expecting to run into you both before our scheduled talk.
Wait. We were supposed to talk things out. Isn't deciding to move too soon?
Seems like you're misunderstanding something. The only reason I wanted to see you two was to cut ties, once and for all. Honestly, I didn't even want to hear your voices, but you wouldn't stop contacting me. I don't know when you'll start lurking around again, and I refuse to be bothered any longer.
No way!
It was really an accident. We were drunk, both Chie and me. When we woke up, we realized what we had done. I know it's hard to believe, but it only happened that one time. I swear. Having been friends for so long, I could tell he wasn't lying about that. Man, how the hell did it come to this? Hey, can I borrow your textbook? I met Hideaki in a shared university class during our first year. I'd forgotten my textbook and happened to ask the guy sitting next to me. That was the beginning. Oh, sure, go ahead. It was an ordinary interaction, but from there, our friendship began. I later found out that despite his appearance, Hideaki was painfully shy. His attempt at a college debut had failed, and I was his first friend.
Wait! Are you guys thinking of getting into drinking? I know a great place.
We started hanging out more. By the time we turned 20, we went out drinking for the first time. That's when Chie, who was in the same class, struck up a conversation with us. We gradually got closer to Chie, and before we knew it, we were known as the Three Idiots, a title given to us by Nagahama. I really thought I had both love and friendship figured out. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kyohei. I betrayed you. I hurt you. I'll do whatever it takes to earn your trust back. If you don't want me contacting Chie, I won't. I'll even stay away from your future girlfriend.
Future girlfriend? Hideaki?
If If you tell me to castrate myself, I'll do it. Just, Kyohei, please, listen to me. Tears spilled from Hideaki's eyes. At the same time, almost instinctively, he grabbed my arm as if clinging to it. Something surged up from deep inside me, and I crouched down, covering my mouth.
Kyohei!
Seeing that, Chie shoved Hideaki away and rushed toward me. But she must have remembered how I had just rejected her touch. She hesitated, pulling her hands back. Instead,
Are you okay? I'm sorry, I don't have a garbage bag right now. You can throw up on my skirt if you need to.
the moment she offered her skirt, her scent hit me. That was the final trigger. I couldn't fight it. I threw up on Chie's skirt. Even as I did, I understood something with chilling clarity. So that's what it was. That nausea I felt that night, it wasn't from the alcohol. I will never, ever be able to forgive them.
Please step away. Itomura-san cannot accept you anymore. No, but I didn't even touch him.
Back off. I can't even stand your scent. With Nagahama supporting me, I was helped into the building's restroom. Maimi, left behind, turned to face Hideaki and Chie once more.
As you can see, Itomura-san will never be able to reconcile with you. Please leave. My brother and I will take care of him, so just let him go.
Seeing the state I was in, they must have finally realized that it was impossible. With those words from Maimi, the two of them quietly walked away. After that, I sent a final farewell message in our group chat and left. Goodbye. I would never know if they had read it or if they had remained in the group afterward. What I did know for certain was that Chie had returned my spare key by mail, and I never saw them again. And that... I'm so sorry, Kyohei.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
According to Nagahama, after losing me, the bond that held them together weakened, and they eventually drifted apart. Regret and remorse consumed them, with nothing left but the gifts I had refused to accept. Nagahama, thanks again for letting me stay and listening to me. I really appreciate it.
Well, I was already involved.
Having finally moved into my new place, I invited the Nagahama siblings out for yakiniku as a thank you.
Itomura-san, if you ever feel lonely, you're always welcome to stay over. I'll be waiting.
Thanks, Maimi-chan.
And I'm waiting for your answer, too. No rush, though. Any time is fine.
I nodded, and Nagahama tilted his head, puzzled. The truth was, after everything settled down, Maimi had confessed to me. At first, I thought she was just trying to comfort me with a kind lie, but she assured me she was serious. Apparently, we had met once before, back when I was still a university student. It's cold, right? Here, have this. The stranger who handed her a can of coffee back then, that was me. That was all I had done. I hadn't even sat beside her, just walked away after handing it over. No wonder I hadn't realized until she told me. Fate works in strange ways. There are things you should say to those close to you, and things you shouldn't. That line can be difficult to judge, but maybe the key isn't what you think is right. It's whether or not it's for the other person's sake.
All right, then. Let's toast to Itomura-san's new place. Cheers!
Now that I had found unexpected friendships and a budding romance, I wanted to cherish them this time. But when should I tell Nagahama? Given how much he dotes on his sister, should I inform him before we start dating or after? As I pondered this dilemma, I realized that my future best friend and future brother-in-law was already going to be a handful.